Hey guys, it's HarleyWood. Hope you all had a fantastic new year. Welcome to 2022. Let's get into it. And we're gonna start it off with the Acebeam P15. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Phoenix and Acebeam have some of the best looking lights on the market. They are just beautifully done. The design, the attention to detail, it's all there. And this one is no exception. Now, when a manufacturer offers to send me a light, I do my own kind of audit on it before I agree to present it to you guys, okay? And it has to pass a couple criteria. I can only show you guys so many 18650 powered 1000 lumen lights. Like, there just has to be something unique and a little bit different about it. And when they sent me this one, within 5 minutes of kind of looking through the specs, I emailed her back and I was like, absolutely. So it is incredibly modular. They're trying to do a lot of things with this light and check a lot of boxes. Some they did very well, some there's a little bit of opportunity for improvement, and we're gonna go through all of that. So their intent for this was twofold. Not only does it serve as an EDC light, all right, something that you can pocket carry, but it also comes with a few different accessories to serve as a weapon mounted light. So here is a tape switch that it comes with. Just look at how nicely packaged that is. They do a beautiful job on the package design. And I've gone after some manufacturers in the past who don't put a lot into their package design. I know, this goes in the trash, okay? But it speaks to the pride and the quality of the company. I work in marketing and advertising, so admittedly I'm a little biased to this, but I think quality packaging kind of speaks to the pride that they have in their product. There is the Picatinny mount for the tape switch. There is also a rail mount, so if you wanted to mount this directly to a Picatinny rail. There is an offset 45-degree M-LOK mount. There is a finger loop, so if you wanted to remove the clip and put a finger loop on there, you could. And then there's also this quick activation button. It slides right down in here. I'll get into more of the function of this port here in a second. Slide that in there, lock the tail cap in place, and then you have two buttons. So you have one that takes it into either your normal or your turbo mode. But if you press this, it can do one of two things. It can either go directly to turbo, or as I have it here, you can configure it to go directly to strobe. All right, we're gonna take these out back and do some comparisons. First, I'm gonna compare it to the Olight Odin, okay, one of their most popular weapon-mounted lights. Now, the Acebeam is gonna have an appreciably greater amount of candela, while the Olight has more lumens, so we'll see which one kind of presents itself better. And then we'll compare it to the Cloud Defensive Rain Micro, which has almost twice the candela, but significantly less lumens, so it should be interesting. Let's go. All right, guys, bear with me a little bit. It is windy, there's a storm coming in. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Here we go. This is the Acebeam P15. Now, for frame of reference, if you're new to my channel, that barn is 61 yards from where I'm standing. It is 14 feet tall at the peak, so it gives you kind of an idea of the size of the hot spot on this thing, all right? Way back in that dark spot, right there, I'll zoom in on it. See that white spot? That is a metal target at 107 yards, all right? And I can see it no problem with the naked eye. Move that off to the side and bring in the Odin. So the Odin has a much bigger hotspot on it. Bring back in, the P15 is on your right, the Odin is on your left. P15 on the barn, Odin is on the barn. You can see the Odin is a little bit cooler beam temperature. That usually translates to just a little bit more brightness. Okay, the Acebeam is 1700 lumens, 27,225 candela, and the Odin is 2000 lumens, but only 22,500 candela. And here is the Cloud Defensive Rain Micro. Now, it's only 1300 lumens, but it comes in at 55,000 candela, all right? Quite a bit more. You can see it has a more pronounced hotspot. Let's move that off to the side, bring back in the Acebeam. And you can see there the Acebeam's hotspot is a little bit softer. Cooler beam temperature on the Acebeam. If I go really fast between these, to me, the Rain Micro looks a decent amount brighter, but it's because it has that 55,000 candela. So I'm just giving you kind of a frame of reference for what to expect. The Rain Micro, no problem, lights up that target at 107 yards back there. But again, so does the Acebeam, not quite as well. There you go. Now, I appreciate the modularity of this. I appreciate that it can serve as an EDC kind of pocket carry light, or you could mount it to a rifle, all right? Where I think it falls a little bit short in the former, in the pocket carry, is the clip, all right? Now the clip itself is good, a lot of retention to it, but it carries very high in the pocket, okay? So see that here, how it's got this big block right here? That is your mounting plate for all of the other options that it has, but unfortunately, all of this sticks up out of your pocket. What might have been better is something more like this, where perhaps it wraps up and over and the screws go back in through the back there. That might have been a better design to allow you to get it deeper in the pocket. So let's talk about this little port right here, okay? You can see there's an lock and unlock on the cap there. And so if I twist this, you can see that it comes out over the port and locks in whichever accessory you have in there. The easiest one to demonstrate is that quick activation clip. So you can see I can lock it over top of that and then it is secure. The Picatinny switch works in exactly the same way. Okay, so you interface it right there and lock it in place, as well as the USB charging cable. So here, get off there. So you interface this in here. Now if it's just sitting on a desk, you probably don't need to snap the lock in place, but you certainly could, and it charges through that same port. And this may be another area of opportunity. So yet another proprietary plug. I want manufacturers to move towards something standardized. As much as I love Olight, the same thing applies to them. I would love if everybody would move towards USB-C. It kind of is becoming the industry standard right now. And this is just yet another cable that I have to manage. And trust me, I say the same thing about Olight. Now, fortunately with Olight, I have the luxury of having hundreds of those little proprietary charging pucks, so it's not as big of a deal. I have them in my hunting bag, I have them in my backpack, I have them in my laptop bag. But when I saw this, I was like, man, I really kind of wish it had been USB-C. Look at that tail cap button. Thing is beautiful. Let's see, get my face out of there. Double click goes into turbo. So let's go through the modes real quick. A single click has a memory mode and it goes back to what, did you guys notice what's different here? So this is from Mira Safety, mirasafety.com, and I have a super cool giveaway coming soon. Make sure you are subscribed. All right, but back to the light. So a single click has a memory mode, goes right back to whatever mode you were in, and then if you click and hold, it will cycle through the brightness levels. So low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Double click, instant access to turbo. That is whether the light is on or off. When the light is off, if you just click and hold, you can just barely see it. It will come on in its moonlight mode. That is a 2 lumen moonlight mode. Perfect, all right? I usually like 5 lumens or less on a moonlight mode. 2 is awesome. There's you another close-up of it. And it does come in 4 different colors. So not only the black that you see here, I'll roll them in on the screen, it also comes in a dark green, a lighter green, and then kind of a burnt orange color. So that's it, guys, the P15 from Acebeam. If I could make one suggestion, it would just be find a way to get it to carry a little bit deeper in the pocket. Maybe a different charging solution, but I think I can live with that. But other than that, man, I really appreciate all the thought that went into this. You can tell they were doing a lot of due diligence to try to check a lot of boxes and make something that was very multi-purpose. And there is a link in the description below, so if you're interested in picking up a P15 in one of the various colors, click that link in the description below. Remember, I've got a couple really cool giveaways coming. Please make sure you're subscribed. And when you hit that subscribe button, there's a little bell icon next to it. Click that, and from the pop-up, choose all, okay? It's not bulletproof, but that is one of the best ways for me to possibly show up in your notification feed on YouTube. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, do me a favor, give it a like also. I've got lots more videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one.